Greetings and welcome back to Dragon City. Alright, you might notice my hatchery is kind of full and we do have some hoppers in there. Because I got some guys here. Yes, I did. And you'll notice the one fellow who's still cooking here. This is the Massive Dragon. It was from that little event, that little 3-day one. I did end up getting him. And the fun part about it is when I got to him, he had one of those very rare relics sitting right next to him. And actually it was the 10th one. So I long since had enough to deal with that. I went through that one with the 4, the one you had to have the demonic dragon for. And basically I had to use 12 gems to do the 5th stage of the 6 stages. And that just gave me 4. I needed 1 more. And I just went to this, did it, got it, and like, oh, that's it. It's all done. But at the moment, we're going to deal with these fellows. All right, this is the Reason Dragon. This was the rare one. He was in the hatchery when we last got together. The one thing I didn't notice about these guys is they all seem to begin with the pure element, which is good because I can put them all together, which is what I'm going to do. So we're going to put him with the first one, the Clarity Dragon. Okay, the Reason Dragon. All right. Now we have to go get the next one. Of course, we're going to raise them up because remember, inside of this event, we're supposed to breed them. All right, so here we're going to do. Boom. This is the Virtue Dragon, who also started with the pure element, but has lots of other ones behind him. This, of course, was the very rare one. So, no, you're defying the plan. So all of them are going to be right here. Okay, and there's the Virtue Dragon. Alright, so let's start with this youngin'. He's the rare one. So let's first tickle his belly. Okay. Okay, he did not like that. But, I mean, are they all going to drop rocks on their heads? Are they all really going to do that? Okay. Alright, let's, yeah. I don't know if he liked that or didn't like it, but, I mean, we should probably get him up there a little bit. Do they all have the same pretty much animation? That's interesting. Okay, there he is. Yeah, he seems to be smaller now than when he was a toddler. I don't really know what that was all about. But anyway, tickle the belly! Yeah, they all seem to do that, don't they? Alright, well, we need to get him up to 7, because after all, we have some breeding to do. We don't want to do anything until they're adults, you know what I mean? There are breeding programs, and then there are breeding programs. Alright, so let's, one last time, tickling the belly. Yeah, it's very similar to what the Clarity Dragon was doing. I'm willing to bet that the Virtue Dragon is going to be doing something quite similar. And there he is. Okay, so this is the Virtue Dragon. He is the very rare one. Yes, he is. So, tickling the belly. Okay, well, at least the rocks were a different color. Okay. Okay. Level 4. Teenager, the trouble years, and tickling the belly. Yeah, pretty much the same thing. I wonder if you look at them side by side, is it just a matter of like changing the colors? Not really sure about that, but anyway, we need to get him to an adult here. There we go. Okay, and of course, tickling the belly. Alrighty, but we have plans for you guys. We have plans for you guys. Yeah, they look very similar to each other, don't they? Well, they all serve one function, you know. So the next one up, of course, will be the epic one. The epic one will be up next. Wow, they're just like flying in formation there, aren't they? Flying in formation. All right, so now where was it? Where was it? Is this it here? Yes, it is. All right, so now this is the stage we're at right now. This guy, the guy that I just got, his pieces are available until the 18th. Of course, today is, I believe, the 14th? Might be the 15th. No, it's 15th today. 15th today. So, I got a little leeway here now. What you're supposed to do is breed him with the Virtue... He is the Virtue Dragon. Breed him with the Reason Dragon. And then supposed to get some of these guys, perhaps. Well, you know, I could try it a couple of times and then see what happens with that. And then in the future, we will be getting more. See, I don't have any parts of this other dude yet, this next one. That one's going to go all the way to Christmas. So We'll see how that works out. Hopefully, the opportunities are presented for that one as well, because I want to get this guy. I want to get this guy in the end. All right. All right, and we're done. They do give opportunities, I will say that. So let's just, first things first. All right, we're going to the breeding tree. All right, now we're going to have to hunt for these fellows, so we're going to say, where is it? Okay, the pure attribute, and then the pure attribute. So we need to go really far down because these guys are only 7, right? All right, all the way down there, and down, way down here. Hold on a minute. Yeah, I'm not really sure why these guys are like at the bottom. Is it an element thing? The fact that they only have one like element? I have no idea why that is. Okay, Clarity Dragon, no. We are looking. Oh, I guess they're further up because they have more elements. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, so over here. Wait a minute. Reason. That's it. That's it. Reason Dragon. Which means we're going to have to go up to 4 elements in order to see the next one. There we go. All right, the Virtue Dragon. All right, so we are going to be breeding the Reason Dragon with the Virtue Dragon. And we're going to have to see, do we get something long-term? Whoa, we got an epic. I do believe that that is an epic that we're getting from the time. So that should be interesting. I believe I will still have time to try again. I don't know. I think the breeding opportunities exist during the event. So I should be able to get one more try in. So we'll see what we get with this one and maybe with that one. So there is a new other event, of course, today. There is another event today, and it's a maze. It's a maze. I have been collecting some coins, but it's only 2 days worth. So let's just go in here and doing some tapping. Yeah, this one here, I probably do want to tap that out. If for no other purpose to show off. Okay, so this is the Friendship Dragon? Okay. He's got a friend. Yes, he does. All right, I can tap this one out too. Okay, this is the Wandering Dragon. Okay, I guess that's how he wanders around without people knowing about him. It's a disguise. Okay, and of course it kind of made me free this guy already. This is like the Wisp Dragon. Yeah, the Wisp Dragon. He is the required dragon for a tournament. Oh, I'm sorry, a quest. Yeah, they're doing that again. I'll explain that when we're done here. But it's an old story. We've seen it before. Okay, so anyway, we already seen these guys here. What else? This is the only legendary in the group. This is the Blizz King Dragon, who looks kind of cool. He doesn't have any kind of protection at the front, but he's got some interesting elements here. He's got some interesting. I said that protection is really kind of key. Not just the pure element. If he had the legendary element too, those would be very, very useful. Obviously, if I got him, that would be great. I'd hatch him. I just don't see that happening. These mazes really, they're very linear. They're very linear, and they don't really allow much for targeting or much of a chance of getting the higher guys. So that's just unfortunately the way that is. All right, so I mean, he's not even going to be available for 6.5 days, but it isn't going to matter anyway. I mean, if you saved all your coins for the last day, that's what you can do. Wow, they messed the format at the top, didn't they? You can't even see that I have 3,200 coins. I just realized that now. Okay, and then we have this guy here who's really evil looking. This is a Stinger Dragon. He is an epic. He's got metal, he's got ward, he's got lightning, so you can pretty much see that all in his eyes. Except, I don't know, I would have thrown some fire in. I guess it's not fire, I guess it's electricity. Alright. Alright, and he does have metal. He's got shoulders with spikes on them. And then we have this fellow, who's the Mana Dragon. Looks a little familiar. I think he's a returning friend. Don't know if I have him, probably don't. Alright, this one looks new. I've never seen that one before. Okay, a Rook Dragon, who is very rare. And, can do tricks with his hat. Or is that the top of his head? It's hard to tell. Anyway, he's very rare. He's got some earth. He's got some darkness. Oh, actually, that's terra here, isn't it? It's terra, darkness, and nature. All right. And then there's this fellow who's purple. Oh, no, this is a legendary, too. Yeah, this is a strange dragon. And he's aptly named. I don't really know what that thing on his tail is. Or is he like a dragon mixed with a rooster? I have no idea. I have no idea. All I know is this guy is somebody who seems to be more useful. He's got the legendary attribute out front. He's got metal and he's got light, which can be a very useful combination. Very useful. So that's not so bad. And then we have this guy. Now I have this guy. The dancing bear. You don't forget a dancing bear dragon. It's not something you would forget. I have him, and he's what's his name somewhere. He's woken up. He's been hatched. Don't know where he is because I got so many of these guys. You can't see him too well from the air. So, yeah. And then we have this guy who's marked as new, and he looks kind of new. This is a cubic dragon, and unfortunately, he just can't hold himself together. He just falls apart at the smallest thing. Really, I mean, it's just terrible. It's terrible. We are trying to get him some counseling, though. We are. We're trying to get him some counseling. All right, and then finally, we have the Dark Ash Dragon, who is an epic. He's got darkness, metal, and fire. Can't really see the metal, unless you're talking like molten metal. Maybe that's it. Maybe that. Definitely can see the darkness and the fire here. Definitely can see the darkness and the fire, though. But anyway, so there's a bunch of dragons here. Maybe I get like 3 or 4 of the top ones, and that's probably about it. But another thing, that, of course, that is in here somewhere is, right there. See what I'm looking at? Okay, whose path is that? It looks gray. It looks gray. Do I have anybody up here who's like on gray? No, it couldn't be him. It's hard to tell. It looks like a grape. Oh, are you kidding me? Please tell me that that's not it. All right, because that's the next one. That's the next one. That's the epic. I need to start. If I can get some of them early, I'd be very happy with that. All right, so you know what? Maybe I'm just going to move this guy, the wisp one, and see whether or not he's going to reveal anything to me. All right, so let's move. Okay, that's not revealing anything to me. Is that the same path? Because that is the last dragon's path. And that's not good. Alright, I might as well just keep moving him. You never know, there might be something on his path. Okay, more. Of course, he's heading the wrong way. Okay, we got a key coming up. Okay, whose key was that? Oh, it's his key. It's this guy's key. Unfortunately, we need 4 more of those, which means forget it. Okay, I can't see where you're going. Okay, pocket change. Okay, am I actually going to get another key for that same guy on the first path? I mean, that's kind of silly, just saying. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of weird. That's kind of weird. All right, and a little bit more. And we're down. All right, you know, I need to see what's going on around here. Is that path? I mean, I've never seen one turn like that. No, it can't be. So whose path is that? Is it his? I mean, no, it can't be. It's gray. I have no idea. I'm going to move this guy now, just because I want to find out what's going on here. All right, moving down. Okay. That looks like a light greenish path. It does look like this one. Yeah, so in other words, it's on the very rare path here. One that requires 3 more keys. Ugh. Alright, there's a chest here. Hold on, let's just go down and look a little bit more of the map here. Of course, this is going to be going for another 16 and a half days. Alright, and a little bit more down. Over this way. A little bit more. Okay, I'm starting to run out of money a little bit here. I'm trying to reveal as much of the map as I can. Alright, I think that guy showed me as much as he's going to show me for now. So why don't we just do something with you? Alright, moving along. Alrighty, and... Okay, a little bit more. And a little bit more. Alright, and down. Yeah, I'm not seeing... Okay, we got a chest here. It's a wooden one. Okay, I was kind of hoping... Does it go straight? Okay, we need 2 more keys for him. I really need to move him because he's got that artifact on his path. Alright, okay, I'm running out of money now. Alright, that's last point. Actually, that uses all of my money. So I have no money left. Alright, so I need to get 2 more of his keys so that I can move him. Oh, what is that up there? Oh, that's the one I have already, I believe. That's the, I think that's the very rare. I think that's the very rare. That's not the epic, is it? I mean, not the epic, the legendary? No, I don't think that's the legendary. Alright, so anyway, there's a couple of them up there, isn't there? Alright. That one is on the white, well, it's on the white path. It doesn't do me any good, because there's no chance I'm going to open that guy up. That is, I can't tell what color path that is. I guess once we move over, maybe we'll see it a bit. But, is there any indication where the rest of those keys are? The yellowish ones. Is that one? It might be. Okay, I want that. And there's another one down. Oh, it's on. That one's on the white path. Yeah, I'm probably not going to get anything useful out of that. All right. Anyway, I have 0 coins. 0 coins. I just want to check for a moment. Where is... Actually, it's right here. No. That's where we were. It's actually over here. There it is. Actually, wait a minute. Back up. Oh, was that the previous one? No, I don't want the golden one. What was I thinking? I don't want the golden one. I'm guessing that other one is the one we saw on the white path is probably the epics one. All right, so not the golden one. I was wrong about that. All right, the other ones might have been the green. All right, I get confused sometimes. Anyway, the first dragon, the wisp dragon. Now, if you had the wisp dragon, okay, no, I didn't want to do that. No, let me escape. It doesn't let you do that until you go all the way through. Let's just move over here and select nothing. Yes, quests. All right, so as you can see, actually these guys are still open here. Well, this one is. Where is... Oh, here it is. This one here for the terrifying cup. Now this actually doesn't look like a bad dragon here. Obviously it looks terrifying. His elements are kind of interesting. The problem, of course, is you would need the wisp dragon to even begin. Which means you would had to have gotten him already and then use him. See, the problem is the way they make these tournaments is that if you start from the very beginning, you have to in other words, you would have to have that dragon the moment that this opened up and then hit each stage perfectly in order to not spend any gems. But the problem is you can't get this guy until you've probably done a day and a half of gathering of the coins. So that's the reason I consider this to be very... Running them back at the same time is a little bit slimy. I have to say, start this 2 days into the maze, something like that, because otherwise it's kind of slimy. I'm just saying, there's no way you can legitimately do this then at all without spending gems. So that's just what I consider to be kind of slimy. I wish they wouldn't do things like that. I really wish they wouldn't. Don't start it. Look, this one only runs for a couple of days. The other thing was running for like 17, 18 days. Couldn't you just waited a couple of days and then do it? It really peeves me sometimes. It really does. So anyway, and of course now you would actually need this dragon in order to do like a little, yeah, see here? There he is. In order to get this dragon, you'd have to have this dragon. And of course, this is another guy who was in there. We saw him. This was the traveling one, I believe. So it's just really, I really hate the way they do that sometimes, you know? I really hate the way they do that. So anyway, that's that, right? Except for, we do have one. I wanted to do one thing. I wanted to go back in here because I did see one of these guys is open. All right, now this one I can't do. These other ones I'm doing, even though I have plenty, because I want to get wins. Now, I'm putting one fellow here in the front because I said I was going to start paying attention to the other guys. The other guys, turns out, didn't need a lot of attention. We're throwing Bud in there. Then we're going to throw, where is Sergi? Sergi's in there next. And then we're going to put in, the fellow I have named is actually Fang. Right. Sergi actually already has his 2 stars. He wasn't very far away. Bud needs 1 win. So we're going to get him his 1 win. With Legend Spell. And that should take care of him. Now I'm going back to... okay, I'm going back to Drakon now. You notice though that even at the same level, because I leveled him up. Hold on a minute. I leveled Bud up. You'll notice that he actually has more health than Drakon does. So there are some differences in them. It's just that I believe that because of his attacks, Drakon is more damaging. Let's just finish this stuff up here. Wait a minute. You have some mystery truth, which should kill you. And it did. So he isn't actually very far away either from his second golden star, that is. So I'm going to have to try to balance them out in order to get all 3 of them in their timely manner. See, this is actually for the common ones, and I think I have about 20 of these now. But having more doesn't mean anything. Once you get 10, that's all that matters. I do those for the wins. That's the reason I'm doing this one here. This one actually gave me the last one for the second guy. So remember, I said in the previous one I didn't have. I only had 9 when it started the next one. So it does give you the opportunities to get these, and you don't really seem to lose anything because when he did this with the legends. If you didn't have the guy, you couldn't do the Nemesis fight. So in that case, you did lose something. But in this case, you don't really seem to be losing anything. But you probably want to make sure that you get them. Because after all, it all comes down to opening up this book, right? And getting the dragon, the origin dragon. That guy right in the middle there. So that's what it's all about. So you can see I have 3 of them right now. Alright, so let's do a quick arena fight or 2. Let's do one quick arena fight, because we did have a lot of things to do here. And I want to show off the dudes here, right? Alright, whoa! Okay, that's going to be kind of tough, but you know what? Let's do it. Alright. Wow, he's got his full stuff, too. Okay, but he can't crit me. I can crit him. You're not a wizard, Harry. Did that hurt? Okay, after this he's probably dead, so we'll get to see one of our other guys come in. We'll put Bud in. I guess it really depends on who actually comes in next. Okay. And Fang had to leave quickly. Alright, so you notice both of these guys now have 2 stars, so we're going to put Bud in. Alright, and Bud is going to use a legend spell. And he's going to use a physical attack, which is a really bad thing to do. But that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. There's 2 brains there. You cannot defeat him. Yes, a physical attack. That is such a great idea. It worked great for your friend. Okay, you thought of something else. If your friend had too, I'd probably be dead now. Okay, the pieces are falling in place for a team. Although I do have to still... The reason that I'm saving up money and I haven't just cranked them all up, although I did give a level to Bud to get them all to 30, is because I'd like to see how good the Origin Dragon is going to be. Which is the reason that I am gathering food. Mostly. I did do a little bit of level... Oh, these guys are sitting here doing nothing. That is not allowed. No, it is not. So I'm going to keep gathering food so that I can feed up the Origin Dragon when we get him. Or maybe even just the last one for this one. Which dragon is that anyway? Hold on a minute. Because the last one doesn't look too bad. It only has 2 elements. But what it does do, it has the legendary element protected by the pure one. If that is actually a legend spell, that's very compelling to actually use him because it's such a powerful attack, and he has protection for it too, which could make him very, very dangerous. So we'll see. I mean, this looks like a good one too, but it's also an epic, which means it's not going to be as powerful. So, and then of course there's the Origin Dragon, the big guy we get for the whole thing. So I have no idea what he's going to look like until we can feed him up. So we'll see what happens with that. We'd like to see what kind of attacks he has too. That would be kind of interesting. So anyway, a little bit more Dragon City. When we get to the next dragon, that will probably be when you'll see this again. So thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games because games are fun. See ya.